to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Keeping it on the ground with a single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he drops to throw. Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Flood. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. The inside handoff. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Caught in the backfield. It's Hodges. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set the 28.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT. After having 4 picks last week, they are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
They'll run it from the gun. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. Turning it on. At the 30. He's at the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Direct snap. Trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pulls and fired complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Kentucky was far from the friendly confines of Bowling Green, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Makes a pass to Marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hodges. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Meadows. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Here we go, Zach. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gonna look downfield again. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll try it again. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Bust through behind his pad. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. The lead is down. In the studio, Kevin.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Pulls it in, it's Blunt. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The snap sets up the throw. It's complete on the right side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
From the gun, give on the inside. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Fakes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Working that left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. It is complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed in that. Of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Caught near the sideline. It's Blunt.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Might as well give it to him again. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to swing it on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That blitz from the defense completely wrecked the offense's chance there on 3rd and 1.
Great job by the defense. Good timing. Great job bringing extra bodies. Now, listen, you're thinking run on 3rd and 1, but you play pass if you need to. Great job adjusting, seeing that it was a pass play, getting to the QB, getting the sack, forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarter...
Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire. He's making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. It doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They boot it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Looking down the middle. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 25 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Let's go! Let's go! Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick catch on 3rd down. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.